Alright guys, I want to go over a couple things here. I was going to make a video about the event, Netherlands. But again, this event I still couldn't join. They kind of fucked me on it. I tried for days, and they kind of fucked us on it, really. As you could tell, we barely lost without me in there. And we could have definitely beat them by a long shot. So 353. You got lucky, 353, because if I was in there, you would have got your ass whooped. Um, so I basically decided to make this video about some changes I did in some strategies because I did hit 35, and some things I noticed. I'll start with Firelands, for instance. I noticed that the tiles, the number of tiles and where the location of the tiles are, they changed those. I was all the way out with multiple accounts. I was all the way out towards the edge of the map, and I was still getting level 2 tiles. Finding tiles was almost impossible. It was very scarce compared to what it used to be. I think they did that to kind of try to kick up the fighting, but in the same time as they kind of made it a money grab because level 2 tiles, you're not holding level 2 tiles as a free player. You're not. Medium spender, something like that, no problem, you hold level 2 tiles. But you're not holding a level 2 tile as a free player. It's just not going to happen. You're going to kill. And I noticed that, and it really kind of screwed the free players on that aspect. I think it's dumb. I think it was really dumb of them to do it. They should have left the level 1 tiles alone for people who don't want to, want to just gather and get the points and don't want to fight. Because otherwise you have a choice. You can go to the middle like I do and start trying to antagonize Stronghold 40s and shit if you really wanted to fight. So that way, if they had the low level tiles and the high level tiles, they could do both. Whatever you felt like doing, you can do. Now you don't really have a choice. You're going to be in the middle of battle. It was kind of difficult to get some tiles with the free account. My account, I got some points on. Missed out on a lot of points, got bored, went to the middle, but that's just me. I'd like to pick on some of the big guys. Another thing I noticed here, and we'll go to Armory, which I thought was kind of crazy. We go to new recruit here. War set 1 compared to Warmonger here. Army damage received 12. Oop, War set 1. Don't get War set 2, get War set 1. Army damage received 12. If you notice that. There's no real big difference between War set 1 and Warmonger set. There used to be about a 1 or 2% army damage difference, and when we way back when Kingdom 148, it's old obviously. When we first started, Warmonger, you got plus 5 Warmonger versus Orange plus 5. There wasn't a whole lot of difference. The main difference was the only place you used to get the armor damage received and the armor damage was the ring and the amulet. Those two there. There was no army damage received or army damage on the boots at all. You used to get 6 for that, and it used to be about 5 for the orange equipment. Now it's 6 for the orange equipment and also 6 for the Warmonger. Also, they added army damage received on the boots and a couple of other things on both the Warmonger and the orange equipment. So they really boosted both the Warmonger and orange equipment into factors. It's still quite a bit less than Deathseeker is, but still, I noticed that, and I didn't notice that before. It almost made me want to go to start a new account, buy fucking orange equipment real quick, and put it plus 5, because that's what I did. I went to plus 5 orange equipment while other people had Warmonger, and I was still killing them. So if you had plus 5 orange equipment, you can kill Warmonger equipment back then, and Warmonger equipment was expensive. So that's what I did. I went for the plus 5 orange, which was very, very easy. Spent a little bit of gold on scrolls, but other than that, I don't know if you guys noticed that. I really would not worry about buying the Warmonger equipment except for the set benefit if you're a brand new player. If you're not a brand new player, don't even worry about what I'm talking about here. But if you're just starting in a kingdom somewhere, um, or if you're using a farm, um, you can save your material, your rare material to send to yourself, and not worry about this Warmonger set because you're going to be, as a just a simple little farm, you're going to be at least able to protect yourself against other farms if you have, +5 orange, and the Warmonger equipment takes your rare material that you could be sending to your main. So that's just a little bit of a strategy I noticed is if you're a farm or a brand new player, I would not worry about Warmonger at all. I'd save those materials for Deathseeker, or save them to, if you're a farm, save them to send to your main. Um, One of the strategies that I did change, because I did get 35, Stronghold 35, is I started buying banners in Spire, and I got dumped a little bit of the noble badges because I'm getting noble badges through the weekly events, and I got to get the resources to build up these buildings at T11 anyway. But I'm gonna need banners to max all these buildings out once I max them out because I'm staying at 35. Um, So I'm really working on banners, as many as I can free. Cause I did the calculation, and they're still expensive. They're not that cheap. If I was to do all these buildings and to 35 right now, and then go buy the banners for them, it's some god awful like $900 or $1,100 or something like that. So um, I'm still trying to get as many free as I can, especially since I think it's a dead item. So if you're in that correlation, or in the same problem I am, where you have your Stronghold 35, you're starting to work towards T11, and you're gonna max all these buildings and do all these researches, because there's no bonuses really added after 35 anyway. Your bonuses actually max out. The free bonuses, why anyway, max out at 35. So there's no more research, no more banners, nothing like that. So if you're in that same predicament, I would probably start buying banners, or through Spire, or get into a alliance that's doing banners every other week or something like that on the altar. Try to get as many free banners as you can, because otherwise it's going to still be kind of expensive, because it's about 10,000 for $100. So just a little thought, as I told you once before, I haven't had a problem with these. I could do another one if I really wanted to, but I don't have the resources because I'm saving up for T11, um, and all these buildings and researches. I'm treating these as research, like I have been. I haven't ran into a part where they became a factor, where someone had plus 70 of these, and I couldn't kill them. The only way I noticed that it becomes a problem is if you're a real big player, like if you're holding throne or something like that. It matters, but us normal people, it's not a huge deal. So again, like I said, I'd keep them as treat them as if they were research. I wouldn't worry about them too terribly much. I'll probably do a couple more after I get some buildings done. But right now, that's going to be my focus, is getting these buildings, getting these banners, getting these research done, trying to max everything out for 35. Because that's probably where I'm going to stay as I max everything. I'm talking every building, every research, everything as I build T11. I was hoping for more T10. I got a lot of troops going. I built a lot as I got more geese. So I'm almost at 4.8 million. I'm at 369, 10, 50, 1150. I'm at about 1 million and 160 T10 and counting. So if I get that T11, get another million of those. I would like to build 200k, 200k of all these troops, or at least 150k of the lower troops, million T10, million T11. Be a pretty nasty thing to run into, especially with my bonuses. I added a lot lately, so that's just a couple of things I noticed was the difference with the difference in Firelands and the difference in the equipment, the way they redid the equipment because those bonuses weren't there on those equipments before. My main strategy change a little bit after the update just happens to be banners of all things, which I wouldn't think would be it. So when I get these buildings done, I can get these banners done. I already did, added a building today, so hopefully here pretty soon they will let me do the Netherlands or let me do something so I can show you guys some action because I was really looking forward to it. I was like, yes, they're gonna fix it. I'm gonna get in the Netherlands and I'm gonna get into some action and blah blah blah. Nope. About the only action I got is I let the big stronghold 40 Chinese hit me, which was kind of fun. I let him hit my siege troops. He wanted some kills for kill event. I let him hit my siege troops. Dude's a beast. So my siege troops didn't stand a chance. My poor siege. I mean, granted, it's all siege. I would have killed way more if it was not siege. I'm just saying. But he's a monster, and the strongest in our kingdom is even stronger than him. So we got some monsters here in 148. But I just want to touch base with you guys because I haven't made a video in a while, and now you know why I really haven't had much to talk about, other than a couple things I mentioned. I let them stack up for about 3-4 days before I made a video because there wasn't much there. So if you have a problem with me not making a video on some action for Netherlands, there's a help desk. Write them because they're not listening to me. This is my second complaint about Netherlands. This is my second event I was not able to play Netherlands. So, catch you next time.